concern us. But when I go observe the kind of accident that they happen these days, don't be ordinary eye. When I go observe the way some of our people they behave these days, not be ordinary eye. Before they were saying that juju that they use for them, but now not be juju. Now drugs have been a hard substance according to Igbo. Godfather, pidgin name, they don't get pidgin name for the thing. Okay, NDLA will tell us. Okay, so now we say no we gather more see those of us where they go out for this rally today. But before we come out, make una clap on ourselves. Those who still get hand, una clap on ourselves. I tell somebody this morning, I said, this kind of gathering, it was said BB Niger gathering it be. We will see people who go reach like 10,000. I mean, so it was say now out when they wear bomb shots and have breasts open here for food. But this one, with eventually they beg people, make them join the campaign. Some go tell you say they're busy, they don't get chance. Whereas all of us they are affected directly or indirectly. The grammar when they talk we say, it's either you are affected or you are infected. Most of us, or nearly of us, either we are affected or we are infected by this danger with the society. So we must again give praise and thanks to Honorable Godfather and his crew waiting for the area parliament. When they think about this project, say they must do them. Even though some of us when they think them before, because say they come begin to want to do them, so that means to say God really the work and God want help Edo State. What they do now? It will be after now, and I want all of us put our hand to join. But not me go announce also that part. I will invite Godfather himself, who will be the speaker for the area parliament and the leader of today's campaign. Mona clap for that. Who's taking hand? Godfather. So.
Thank you very much. I greet everybody. The world of area parliament. Area parliament. I want to first thank everybody. We take our time to come out today. Because if you check around, I get the belief say we don't get people where they use drugs. But you see I'm saying a problem it don't be, because either one way or the other, if it don't affect you, it will affect who they near you. And I don't tire. And I don't see and we don't pass, be careful. Get some areas that what would they expect government to go quick handle. They go quick come out to say no, we will not allow this. Because if they truly say we are the leaders of tomorrow, we need to want to build the leaders for that same tomorrow. But now, nobody they practically see this issue of drug abuse for Edo State as major issue. Because it's either some persons are part of it when not go like make we stop them, or some persons they look and say it not be problem, so let's allow it go. Make we leave them. Then tell me how society want to develop, how society want to grow when drugs they our streets and they sell them now regularly, like saying a pure water. Then they say our youths they die every day. With the record cases, Magic Hospital go tell you say we have 400 people in our custody for drug related. The other one go tell you we have 700. How many youths can remain? How many youths? And at the end of the day, everybody sit down for their different office. We dey try to repair every other arms of government. We not see this one as major issue. And so we have said today, with all these bodies that were there with our civil society group, with the NDLA, psychiatric hospital people that were there with us, and other bodies that will choose to join us, like the Ministry of Information and the other ministry that too, their names are endless. Communication and community and development. We want to say thank you very much, because una two on our own, I say no agree. So we must join hands together to make sure say we fight this matter. Even if we don't fit kill them to the last, but at least up to an extent, we go fit manage them, correct them, let our youths them know. Say this thing now kill, the end point of them now death. And so for that reason, I want to thank everybody, all the media presidents that will come out from the different stations. I say thank you very much. Not be fight for one day, because we're not going to wait as area parliament. We're not going to wait for World Drug Abuse Day. We're not going to wait for one government to do seminar. Seminar where government go do. At the end of the day, people where they use drug or people where go here, they're not going to go here. They're not going to come to that seminar. So don't be the one that they discuss for office. This time around, there is no better town hall meeting than the people where you they govern, people where you they rule over. for them to tell you. You never see where papa they pikin dey fear to talk to papa. We dey pikin dey fear to talk to papa. Pikin dey fear to ask papa for something. So it's a very simple thing. As we dey pass the message to the young ones, make them know, say the danger of this drug abuse not be here. Now that be the end point. Now so we dey let the people wey dey in charge, wey suppose fight this matter, wey suppose help us correct am among the youth. Now so we dey draw their attention to, make them know. So I want to thank everybody wey come out. Like as my brother talked just now, I beg we are going to go in an orderly manner, and just some areas that we want to touch. We're going to have 4 stops. Okay, we are going to have 4 stops. One, it's at the House of Assembly. At least we need to let them there know. Since now obviously they not see them, or even if they see them, they say laws where they catch people when they sell them, and the ones where they take them are not strong. So what is now the essence of meeting at that office discussing? And this very particular part where they destroy our society, we have never discussed on that side. So we want to beg them to make sure say the law heavy where we hold those where they sell them and the ones where they take them. Then we go stop again for NUJ. Then we beg the journalists them. Say I beg the media. Say I beg, we need una. Yes, at least media get major role to play when it comes to development. So this one are part of them. So the media must support her. Every time when they come up with this, make it be regular, you know, so just to let the youth know, let the people know the dangers of drug abuse. That is that. We go stop again for what? Nigerian Police Force Headquarters there. So that we go draw the attention of the Commissioner of Police. Say, okay, we know say stylishly some of them they talk say this job not concern una. Say na NDLEA concern. But whether good or bad, NDLEA was scared out of what? The Nigerian Police Force. So how far? Wetin happen? Una get body there, una still get office of narcotic and the rest for there. And these same people still they come out, they do 1 or 2 arrests and all. So one or nothing come together. All NDLEA, maybe we sit down. How we want to manage this thing? Maybe we go ask them again. Because 3 years ago, they tell us say in no distant time we go do something. Now, Abi, now we don't. 3 years now. Picking when they born 3 years ago, he don't ready to marry. So we never hear any news. How far? Waiting they happen. Then we go get our final stop for the government house. Daddy, how far? Does it mean say this part of drug abuse no concern una? How come we know they hear say this now waiting I don't talk, or this now waiting I want do to make sure say it stop? That's what the matter reach. Well, I thank everybody again. Bodies them wait support us, and still for the house. For those of you who they listen, with the follow us on the program, we get Oyemechi that senator. So the majority leader of the area parliament. Thank you.
How moral day today?
Very high.
Okay. NDL again want to recall war against drug abuse. It is called Water Advocacy Campaign. So when I say war against drug abuse, please help me punch it to the air and say yes to life. War against drug abuse.
Yes to life.
War against drug abuse.
Yes to life.
That is why we are here today. It's a nice one that all of us are gathered here today to drive this cause of drug abuse, to work against drug abuse in Edo State. In a nutshell, I don't want to say 1 or 2 things. We are talking about the youths abusing drugs, and how this has affected them health-wise. Now, let us say this, and let us look at it in this way. When Buhari came into power in 1984, 83, 84, thereabouts, it was as a result of the significant discovery of the use of drugs in Nigeria that Buhari had to jail somebody. Now, after that era, Babangida came into power, and he saw that it didn't begin to increase because of the way they are trafficking these drugs outside Nigeria. Now, that time, if you look back at 1960, 1970 to 1980, 83, that time Nigeria was very peaceful, was very calm. The youths will finish school today, the next minute they've got employment. The youths never stay 1 month, 2 months in their family houses or in their parents' houses because the jobs were available to them or for them. But today as we speak, those things are a mirage now for them. And we are talking about drug use by the youths. Let us look at it on the net. What are the causes of this drug use? Why are they going to drug use? For us in Nigeria, we have been going about campaigning using the Wider Advocacy platform to talk to youths on a daily basis. Now, this one looks like a coordination of our efforts too. You see, what I'm trying to talk is that we don't look at the surface. We shouldn't look at the surface. Let us look at the root. If you look at this tree now, this tree has branches, but the taproot goes down, down, down. But the moment you uproot the taproot, the time you uproot this mango tree, you have automatically destroyed all the branches that are using drug. That's my thinking. So, drug use in any state, not only in the Edo state, there are causes. Today, a child who finishes secondary school, he has nothing to do. 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, first class, second class, they are in their family houses. So much so that most of them have turned themselves into comedians, barbers, here and there. Now, even if they want to do handwork or wherever, there is the light for them to do this job. So we shall look at the government and tell them straight to their face that, look, before now, these things were not like that, but now, because of the failure on the part of the government not to provide 1 or 2 basic things for them, particularly employment or skills for them to do. And even if you are providing skills for them, how do you empower them, those who have gone through this skill acquisition? And so we have so much to do. Together, we'll fight drugs. Together, we are fighting it. We'll keep fighting it until perhaps we bring it to the barest minimum, if we cannot eradicate it. Now, the government are always pointing hands at parastatals. But inside the government too, there is one threat, one evil inside the government of today. Who can tell me what that evil is? Corruption. What are they doing about corruption to themselves? You see one person embezzling billions of naira and just goes scot-free. Is that not even more evil than drug use? One person will collect 80 billion naira and he just goes scot-free. Even if he is caught, nothing is happening to that person. Rather, the next thing we'll see, if they want to set up an inquiry, they will burn that portion of the office where that money is. They say, let's go outside, and that thing has ended. Anyway, the government has a role to play, all stakeholders have a role to play, NDL has a huge role to play, and we are doing that every day. I can assure you, or I can tell you, that today, if we go to a joint and we uproot that joint, the next day, they are planted on that joint there. And Edo is a small place and still a big place. Edo has a population of more than how many millions? But NDL is less than 200,000 of us in Edo state. We spread them across the entire state. And those of us in the headquarters are less than 100 of us. And tell me, how many of us can keep fighting the whole of Edo state? Give us information, yes, we'll be stockpiling them and keep working on them. And so don't look at NDL as NDL is not working, no. If you watch the TVs today, on a daily basis, you see our arrests and seizures just climbing up. But the evildoers, the merchants of death, they are not sleeping. They are looking for strategies, ways with which they can come up with another plan. But I think together, we'll fight them. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, maybe the grammar will not be dropped.
I dropped Nigerian term now for all those things what we talk about.
Can I grammar is speak? Anyway, we agree. Abi, we will go, Senator, we will enter your committee to observe and bring out the original, exactly. Anyway, great Nigerian people.
I also have with me here 2 of my colleagues. This is Assistant Commander of Narcotics, at the same time Assistant Commander of State in charge of Drug Demand Reduction Unit. Yeah, she has been working with him tirelessly. And to my immediate right is Dr. Adamu. He's an Assistant State Commander in charge of Asset and Financial Investigation. And at the same time, he coordinates all the patrols we do in Edo State. Thank you very much.
Like we talked, sir, you know, answer the question I asked you. I said, it's not good the report on the given information. We are willing. We never ever hear the name of the PROO of NG. I'm going to get a public pension officer. So you will give your phone number so that in that information, people will communicate with you. This is Edo. Edo different from Nigeria. Edo is Edo. We get our style. Am I not correct?
No problem. For our units now, our agents now, we need to call them PRA here. They call them Media and Advocacy Officer, M&A. However, PR is so common. My number is 080 35 833 722. I repeat, 080 35 833 722.
Thank you, sir. So listen, oh, this number I give, you know me say, if I see who they work up on the street, the Nigeria happen to them, they may say they take drugs. Don't disturb him, that person, responsibilities have been our papa, brother, husband, maybe say boyfriend join. No, he has his right. When I infringe on your right, fundamental human right. I haven't said so. If you call, I know especially to they call them. I think SMS could be better. If the number is on WhatsApp, send WhatsApp messages.
Relationship. Anybody who does not have drugs, they're going to be same manager. Usually, when they mention drug matter, everybody walk on your face because you go there sleep. They won't spoil your cruise or they won't spoil your groove. But one thing you're supposed to know, say the easiest way to destroy your life is through drugs. Because basically, I struggle with drug addiction for 5 years. And within these 5 years, I sell off all my properties. And I almost start to the walk up on streets, they beg money just to be able to get drugs. My business, let me say, because before I be hairstylist and although I be graduate of Uniport too, my 2 shops closed down. And before I know, I fall sick. My body started to decay, and my body couldn't rotting from inside, maggots couldn't come out. I started to run up, but even at that point, I still take, because I don't become a slave. I can't become a slave to drugs. If not be the grace of God, I will be a dead man by now. So now I tell you now, my people, save your life, save your future. Because the moment you start to do drugs, at the moment, not be your village people, they do that one again. Now you they do yourself. The 5 years of my life, I don't always start, and now they try to start up all over again. So that's now what I say, we can share with you. Hopefully my testimony will save somebody this evening. Thank you. Come on, buddy. See your life now. See your life now. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Don't smoke them, anyhow. That one when you tie for your pocket. Any day when you see how. Hey, Stephen. Hey, Stephen. Hey, Stephen. Hey, Stephen. Come on, hey, Stephen. Come on, buddy. The point is, my brother, that one when you tie, don't smoke them. That one where you won't drink, I bet not take.
And today, we have decided to embark on a sensitization program to enlighten the youth about the dangers of drug abuse. I am Honorable Godfather, the Speaker of the Area Parliament. An honorable that was not voted for, but know that we have our own little way.
We love you, Baba!
Yes, of contributing to the society. And so, today we have decided to come out to lend our voice, because we have seen it that it is difficult for the government to manage this issue of drug abuse if they have chosen not to, or they don't want to, or they don't see it as a major issue as far as Nigeria or Edo State is concerned. So we have decided to take the bold step, because we still have some sane person in the society. And so that's why we have decided. It has been a 4-day program. We'll be going around with other agencies like the NDLA, the psychiatric hospital. We've had people who are drug users who decided to come out to give out testimonies so other people can learn. And so we've started this program since on Monday. We'll be going around schools, secondary schools, because we've got to understand that the younger ones, they've gone so deep into drugs. We have video evidence of students in secondary schools, even as low as JSS 2, JSS 3, now engaging in drugs. Now we have people who sell this thing, but it's obvious it's not our duty to arrest or to persecute. But you, the house, At least because we've asked so many questions and we've come to understand that not like these agencies don't arrest, but there is no proper law. There is no law enough, strong enough to hold them accountable so they can at least be persecuted. And so that's why we have decided, this is the house, they decide. And we are followers and we choose to follow whatever the house says. So please, we want the house to at least visit that part of the law and see how it can be affected, like how it can be more effective and be strong, so that we can have most of these people selling these drugs off the streets. And by the time we don't have them, we obviously will not have those to buy. And then we can at least, up to a large extent, contain the spread of drug abuse in Edo State. And so that's why we have decided to come here today, so we can air our minds to the Speaker, the Honorable Speaker of the House of Assembly, to at least, as a matter of urgency, declare state of emergency on drug abuse, because it is totally serious. Have you not been so? I talk? Area Parliament? Area Parliament? So, sir, please, you can see we still have some same youth. Yes, coming to this place, it has been terrible. We still see people, even while we are campaigning, some are still dying, some are taking. So it shows it has gone beyond what we can handle. And we need to, as a matter of urgency, fast, declare state of emergency on drug abuse. They did it before. During the time of Adam Sali Oshomole, when he came up with a law saying any house we find a kidnapper, any house, anybody harboring a kidnapper, the house will be demolished. And of course, that same house will now become automatically the government's property. And what happened? It helped. That was what actually removed kidnapping from the city to the creeks. So if we can have such, at least we will appreciate it. Thank you very much. That is our humble demand, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hello. We appreciate your area parliament activities in fighting the drug abuse. I'm Aiton George, Director Speaker's Office. I'm Aiton George, Director Speaker's Office. So we appreciate your coming to us, but I want to let you know that the Honorable Speaker and other members are on state assignment right now, so they cannot actually be here to address you. Whatever is the message you convey now, I will brief him when he comes. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
All right, sir. I know we know, a matter of this magnitude. Sometimes it is very, very. It's not new to us that they are always very busy. But if we cannot see them face to face, we can at least write to them. We'll send message to them. And so that's why on behalf of Area Parliament, we have put our demands to write it, because before coming here, we were very sure we will not meet him and he will not see us. So we have decided to bring it. Yes, the one I say is Honorable Godfather, Speaker of my area parliament, not the House of Assembly. So we have decided to bring this. If he doesn't go through it, we will come back again, because we want a better. You cannot say we want these youth are the futures of tomorrow. They are the horsepower of the nation. One we do not have any say. Who are they going to rule over? Who are they going to hand over to? Daddy, tell us, say, my Godfather at area parliament. I bring up at a quiet time. Make him read down. Get back to us on the move that they want to make. The medias are here. We will help him. We will support them, because they are the lawmakers. Thank you, sir.
So we appreciate.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Please do us one favor. Help us put up on top. Don't put on that side.
All right, we move.
Please tell him.
You were the first player of stay from drugs. And the city, let the city. We can tell you, we never talk about. Tell us, we talk about from drugs. We talk about the way from drugs. You were the settlers. You were the settlers.
When I go need to begin to catch them, now them be the channel of major distribution of drugs around this town. Yeah. Those dispatch riders, not be let as they share again, oh, not be here and there right that they share again. Now they be the major dispatchment people with dispatch these drugs into different HQs and other keys. Then all those series All those Yaris drivers, them to join for the distribution. You see that they speed. They want to go give one that way, done the shake. He need the drugs to stabilize. Why was he talking about this one too? Oga NDLA goes to tell us whether they get a rehabilitation center, because it's not enough for us to shout here, say, make we dey shout against make people stop to take drugs. The truth is saying the thing don't become addict. Many of them don't dey inside. If they really want stop, how they be they stop? In those days when they grow, they come. You get one kind cola when our parents, when we know with our parents, when another cola then they big, when they chop, they stop, they help people to stop. That and at least cigar they go. All these other ones never join. But civilization can't come. They can't demonize all those things. Say those things are not civilization. Now when civilization don't come, wait till come the civilization when they use now. All those are questions. So that we don't go just they talk about the problem and problem and problem. We must also sit down and look at what is the possible solution or way out. Because I think say beyond just the maybe the best for all these our siblings when they take drugs, we must also begin to think about solution. What is the solution? What will be the mix? How to help them out? Because I know some sincerely want to come out, they don't also know how to come out. Nigeria in a funny state, you know, where you could say they will say set up NDLA to the boss who they sell drugs and catch who they take drugs. But Nigeria system not will provide a rehabilitation. I bet 3 goes for this energy chairman. Goza. There is an energy chairman that give Goza, so no. Okay, let us come. This one will kill him. Make it come. No, we will do for make it come. Make chairman come. Chairman, you're welcome, sir.
Our program, when they talk about the problems of our society, we try to address them. But sometimes they practically see us as people where they sometimes want to sabotage the government. No, because if all of us join hands to repair the state, trust me, it will be a better place for us to stay. And so that's why part of our plans for every year, we always come out to deliberate on a particular issue where we don't say they affect our society, where they cripple and but we know they see them, which is drug abuse. So that's why we come out today with so many bodies like the civil society, the NGLA, the psychiatric hospital, and so many of them, to come out today, to come lend our voice, enlighten the people about the dangers of drug abuse. Because this is not one particular area where we know they look into. We they see and say, oh, na normal thing, he go correct himself. We were here 3 years ago, see the state chairman at that particular time, and we beg him, say, I beg, we need the media, in fact, the NUJ to support us in any way they can. Not be saying that to give us money, but at least to tell all the journalists of this time, say, this thing, we dey see am say na small thing, but wetin e go cost in time to come, dem think say na small, na joke e go be. But see us today now, 3 years after, we don't come back again, it don over increase. Now, when they sell am now, they sell am like say na normal pure water. The question wey we dey ask every day, is it that the people wey suppose manage and no wan do? Or they look and say, the matter no reach, where we go put mouth, or where we go talk about, then we say that elders now they take am, and people wey don't hold now they take am. As I speak to you now, I believe say una too go don dey get reports. Now they get cases of people GSS to GSS3 students. They take these drugs now, and they even sell out for people in secondary schools. So that's so we want to build our nation. That's so we want to build the society. That's so we want to get a better tomorrow. And we look and say, yes, NUJ na one body. When it be say once they put news on ground, once they talk something, everybody must wait in. Listen. And so that's why as we pass, the program don't start since on Monday. We take them upon ourselves, yes, as Silver Bend and as area parliament, to come out with listeners, people where they call in, people where they talk to them. Because I always tell people, there is no better town hall meeting than talking to the people than in the suffer. Not the people will go do seminar for one corner. Carry some people come out, where not get problem, where not get issue. They go talk there, the news not go pass there. How many persons they go to the grassroots to go see them? Because now they truly be the people when they go talk say that they work for. And so that's why we start up since on Monday. They go around secondary school, around the 18 local governments, just to enlighten the students, just to let them know the dangers of this drug abuse with these agencies like NGLA and the rest of them. And so today, now we climax out with this work where we tag Edo Youth Work Against Drug Abuse, what would they do every year. So say maybe go around the city too, to let the people know, go around markets, go everywhere, and we don't intend to stop. So as we dey do the waka today, now we choose to stop for NUJ just to let una say make una join us for this matter. No be wetin only we go fit do. Yes, we know say we don send message to Papa Mama and then how we go fit to take get to the grassroots without we not come meet una, without we not talk to NUJ. Now make us come here. And we not just come with empty hand because like other offices, we not dey expect to meet them because they go tell us say they are busy or they get wetin dem dey do or he just left. So when we dey come, we don't say you dey always be man of the people and you dey always ready to see anybody, but we still prepare. Now make us right hand that say in case we not see you, we go still give you. So when you there on your own, you relax. You go through am. Make you see how NUJ go take join because na only here now when they see am say who dey this station go say in na enemy to the other station. Who be the media person for here go say in na enemy to the other media house. Why? When we say we dey disseminate one information, and so if we can come together, no matter what, be you the station where you dey, the paper where you dey write for, or wetin you dey write, or who you dey represent, to say let's preach this message together. I believe say we not go only conquer this issue of drug, but other issues. Because if you tune to this station, you tune to this check this paper, and the same news, everybody they complain about. I believe say the government they go sit down tight and to do the needful. So now wetin we carry come be that this one. Now we say make we stop for here before we go proceed. I speak on our mind. I speak on our mind. Area Parliament. Area Parliament.
Drug abuse. No smoke. No fight for anybody. No fight for anybody. And we go for club with the enter dance. Now for club with the enter dance. No smoke. No fight. No time. No buy lighter for person. Ross, give me small thing I take buy weed. No, if you give person money to buy, you go now be say yourself, you dey support bad thing. Cover hand for weed.
Greatest and the greatest Nigeria people. All right, we don't reach here now. We don't be here now. The campaign continues. It be like some of us don't tire. But you know, we must deliver the message. Have you not been so? And we say no to drug abuse. Area father. Godfather. Yeah. Don't be father, Godfather.
Area Parliament. Area Parliament.
All right, my name is Honorable Godfather, Speaker of the Area Parliament, not voted for. But we get the way we defeat, take talk and listen to the government, and as well talk to the masses. Now make us a stand. Okay. The other mic, please. Everybody must hear them. Yes. Yes. The program Area Parliament for Silver Bed Reading 93.7 FM. The program where they pass message from the government to the people and of course from the people to the government. That because they stand as intermediary. Part of our yearly program to help the government because we say sometimes the work is too much, so the government let the field reach all areas. So in our own little way to support the government, and then we always come up with programs like this, which we do. And it's so painful. Say 2 years ago we were here, nobody received us. Last year, same thing, because everybody busy. Yes, we know the festive period. But if they pay me to get one particular area of government or one particular problem where we face as far as this country is concerned that we don't talk about, we don't go close to it. Even if we dey talk about it, we dey go the right way, or how we dey take way about it. Not be to organize seminars, so we go organize seminars for people where not they use drugs, where not get brother where they use, or where not consign them. How do we publicize these things? No, you know they be like that. Sometimes we go even do up inside GRA. How many people they stay inside GRA when the people say the thing where they kill them? They Africa. It's a very terrible situation. And so we decided and say this year we go still come out again because at the time we will take the do with this as area parliament, and we thank God Almighty we get support from related bodies like NGLA. If you look there now, you see them there, and they always follow us back to back. Psychiatric hospital and the host of others. There are many to say yes, make we join, lend mouth, put this in because we see them like saying a child's play. Those days, it used to be for the elders. They'll say that old people, now they abuse drug. But now children, I want to pay me pass. And this one, I go see video where circulate round of GSS2, GSS3 children. They don't begin use drugs. You know the sweet part of it? They not sell drugs even in our secondary schools. But do we talk about this? No. If we find video evidence, we'll give to you people. So this is one area. If you say we are governing over the youth, we want to make them the leaders of tomorrow. We go reach out to all the different areas where we go make that thing possible. And this is one particular thing, one area that, as far as I'm concerned, the Speaker of the area parliament not voted for. You understand? This is one area when I never really hear, or when I never see, or see the impact. Yes, we really break them down. They now sell drugs. Yes, they sell drugs like they sell pure water on our streets. We see it. Are we going to say we don't see these things? But who they ask? Yes, you think count how many places? Now these people that have different cartel centers. But at the end of the day, sometimes they will push and go the agency. How many times have these people been called? Where are the areas you people are lacking? Let's put us together. If truly we want to say, okay, yes, let's stop this problem we're having as far as society is concerned. What can we do? Let's go to the grassroots. Let's do this. Well, maybe today we start our Nigeria Parliament. We'll be doing it during the COVID. We could remember how we walked around the streets, teaching market women on how to use the sanitizer, on how to use the nose mask. So maybe today we start. But I would like to continue after this time out, as far as our guys here to listen to us. It's so painful that we not see His Excellency himself, which is our governor, that we so desire, we love. The same man where all of us come out, put another son to say he must become our governor. Because Papa Pikin not the fear to ask him Papa for something. Are you alive? No. So if he's our father, at least bad as bad, we should be able to cry to him and say, this area don't they affect us? How do we manage it? Yes, when they see other things when they do we good. We are people. But now only somebody where they sing, only person where in break correct. Now go feel use all those facilities. And this is one area we are neglecting. Sir, before we go allow you to talk to us, we want to just give you little example. Make you know what we they talk about. As the Commissioner of Health in my presence today, I'm meeting him for the first time, and he's a good man to have waited for us. I'm going to clap for him. Thank you very much, sir. But the truth is, I need to show you, so make you understand. Say this is not the time to sit in the office anymore. This is the time to call the governor and say, Daddy, sit down. This matter don't pass, be careful. It is no longer at the ESCO meeting. Is area calm? You tell him yes. No, area is not calm. So these areas are areas that we need to talk about. Area not calm. We have gone to the House of Assembly because we don't get to understand, say, no better law. No better law hold who they say and who they smoke. And how do we manage this? We can bring out laws where they affect other areas. How come this very particular one, where don't kill our youth finish? Crazy people full everywhere. Don't say it be like where they open door for crazy people to go enter. They full our city center. How can we beautify Ring Road when we have mad people there? Littering it every day. Why? How many rehabilitation centers do we have in a day? How many go fit count? So these are the areas we are looking at. It has gone so deep, and we will not keep quiet. We will continue to move. We will continue to shout until we are ahead. I will not stop now. I want to bring somebody. Come. This is a user. He has been a user before now. He was. And now, last month, now he celebrates 1 year of not using drugs. Say we will clap now. But the sweet part of it, the damage where the thing cost to them. Not because they ain't wise, but what of the rest? That is how people die every day. Talk to them. You don't lend your support. Say you go use your own as testimony to show the general public, make them not near drugs. And we go use this opportunity. Not be everybody get the opportunity where you get. So may you use your own. Take give example so that make Commissioner for Health make it see him to tell the guy say now die we day. Hold on.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Abraham Okodoha. I'm an engineer of Edo State. I'm Ishaiwohimi. Now, for 5 years I struggled with addiction, beta-azucine addiction. I was injecting myself. It came to an extent where I could no longer find veins in my body. Right now, I injected from my head to my, imagine me injecting my palms just out of the craving to satisfy that craving. And it became so bad, my body started swelling. I started having blisters that led to ulceration. This is side effects. My body decayed to the extent my bones were showing. Same with my legs. And at this point, I didn't still stop injecting it. I had literally sold all my properties, sold everything I have, because I graduated from Uniport. I studied geology. And at that time, I already had 2 shops as a hairstylist. Well-equipped shops. I closed down my 2 shops. I sold all my petty property. I sold everything for peanuts just to get the drugs. And also, it came to the essence when I couldn't find veins here, I started injecting here too. Sir, as I'm talking to you right now, I am partially disabled. I can only move this foot very well. This leg, you can see, I can't move it properly anymore. This leg was supposed to be amputated. It took God's mercy to save it. The best I can do right now is to clench that finger, because all the healthy tissues on my leg and muscles are totally gone. And the painful part was that I cried out for help. I cried out for help. I came to Benin 2020. I cried out for help. No help came. I applied to government for help in order for me to get rehabilitated. I still have the e-copy from UPTH. I also went to say I couldn't afford it alone. When no help came, I had to go on Facebook to start pleading for help. That was how I was able to raise little money, plus the one my church was able to raise for me to get treatment. At this point, I've been able to, at least by the grace of God, last month, like you said, last month made it to 1 year that I've been free from the addiction. And at the same time, I was still later able, due to help from some people, I was able to do my skin grafting because, like I said, maggots were coming out of my bones. I wake up in the morning, I have to start using needles to start picking up maggots from my body. I have to do the skin grafting. And because I could not properly afford the treatment, right now I can't afford dressing my wound. I have to always buy bandage by myself. And this is after what? Now I'm not pleading for myself, because what I went through is something I will not wish on my worst enemy. Please, sir, if the government can make, it's one thing to create an awareness for people that are yet to use. It's another thing to create provision to help those that need help. The government should make provision for a proper rehabilitation center. I had to leave Port Harcourt to my state, to my homeland, to seek for help, and I couldn't find it. There are so many young ones out there that don't have the courage like I do to come out to seek for help. And if these provisions are not made, they can't afford rehabilitation on their own. So please, I am pleading, apart from the awareness, which we should take serious, because funny enough, the places I was going to buy these things, it was not hidden. In the evening, go around town, you will see small pharmacies, small containers of chemists. In the evening, go there, nightfall, you will see Lesus, Mesdis, packed in front of a small chemist. Please, what are those Lesus and Mesdis buying?
Service motive.
What are they buying? You see crowd. These people are selling these things, and I think it's high time government. See, at least I'm one of the few lucky ones. I was in rehab and I saw so many people that have been destroyed by this. And I think it's high time, please, the government take this matter serious so that more lives can be spared, not just mine. Thank you very much.
Area Parliament.
The menu, if I put them here, if you don't go back to office, they will want you to go back. We came prepared and we're happy so that he pay me well, make Oga see him by himself. Because when he see me and senator, he go tap us, Senate. Thank you, you have done well.
You are doing well.
No, it has gone beyond that part. The question is, there is no better town hall meeting, I keep saying it, than listening to the people directly. No better town hall meeting. I met Oga in one particular place and I handed him a radio. I said, Oga, Nobody will tell you the truth on this committee.
At all.
Nobody. I'm telling you the truth because everybody they say GROA. Nobody they Africa. Now by radio. So I take radio. Listen to area parliament. Today, I'm going to give you another radio. To give to him. I will continue buying until he starts listening to the people cry. Give me. I'll first present this one to you. I'm presenting this to His Excellency himself. My money I tell the buyer. I'm a comedian of my own sweat, not federal government. Nobody they help me. I'm presenting this to you. Let it, in fact, make the new screw. See, I need the governor to even snap with this radio that I have received a radio from area parliament and it is tuned to reading 93.7 FM already. Just to honor, make it PA the help and charge him so he can listen to area parliament and listen to the cry of the people because not them actually voted in. That is just it. So that make us they come outside today. And as usual, we know we will not see him. Sorry, you know say they go say Mr. Speaker to the talk anyhow. That's why I be for radio, that's why I be for grant. We know we will not. They must tell us he's unfavorably what? Absent. So we came prepared both for mouth, both for face, and for paper. Say at his quiet time, I believe the wife, it's a lover of good thing. And the wife know they use all this kind of thing play. The first lady, those states, if Oga not feel read them, make it give a wife. The wife, I am certain, will quickly respond because this guy is lucky to be here. How many people know they lucky? We dare them many, and we must do something fast. Let me make us right up. He should, as a matter of urgency, check this. Go through it. If he needs our support, we will render that same support. Or anyhow he wants us to do it. We have gone to NUJ and they have promised to support us. Because we don't really know what's going to happen. I would have created an interactive section here. Make we know what's really they happen. Maybe masses they see them. Everybody they watch out for house. Because I want the NDLEA to talk to you again, sir, before we will continue. We need to have a final stop here so you can help us pass the message. Thank you very much. Oga from NDLEA. The floor is yours.
Abi no be so? We need to know the truth, Abi. Yes, we had the problem there, may we solve them, Abi. Yes,
thank you.
My brother, you don't try. You don't try. Clap for yourself. The mouthpiece of the God.
Commissioner, sir, Honorable Commissioner, sir, and other government officials here present, area parliament, NGL officers here, and it's a good thing that we are here together today. This is the second edition of me following them with NGL officers to this place. Last 2-3 years ago, we were here, but we're not attended to. We are only giving them a backup because they are talking about drug war, fighting drugs. So a letter was written to my state commander who approved us for us to come out and join them on this work. They are stakeholders too. They have the concern. They are indigenous of Edo State, and they are doing their best to sensitize the populace on drug use. And I think it's a good move that they are doing. Now, they talk one or two things. The evidence, the testimony that one of them gave here is eye-opening. Now, they also talked about rehabilitation center. And I know many a times we have cried on this issue of rehabilitation center for NDLA office and other state agencies that really need this rehabilitation center. Like for us now, because of the concern NDLA Edo State has, 2 offices were converted to a mini rehabilitation center, therefore making 2-3 officers to merge into using one office. That is our little contribution, but we can do bigger things than that. We have a space in NDLA premises that a bigger rehabilitation center can be built there for rehabilitating people. Like what we need to know again is that there are 2 issues that I need to say here again. We have what is called the drug dealers and then the drug users. The users are the people that the law tells us to always counsel. And these are the people that they bring to the rehabilitation centers for admission and then to talk to. And then any person that is willing, like this brother who has got himself involved, needs help. And such people can also come to the office, either personally or by recommendation. We can admit such people and start talking to them. We have the experts in our units. The unit is called Drug Demand Reduction Unit. And that unit is, they have specialists that talks to them. And I think the commissioner is saying, Commissioner for Health, it's everybody's problem. And the people that are selling these drugs, majorly, they are Edo indigenes. NDL officers are visitors. We are guests in Edo State. Tomorrow I can leave this place. Tomorrow any other officer can be transferred out. But because we're all Nigerians, we felt this is the job we're also employed to do. And that is why on a daily basis, we go out to operate, to arrest, and then to investigate it. Later, we send them to court. We also have a limitation here with the court, the judiciary. Sometimes when suspects are arrested, they look at the whole thing and they use their discretion because nobody can tell the judge what punishment to give. But the law is there. It's 15 years minimum imprisonment. But I don't know whether some of these things have been applied. Sometimes we have cases that are even up to 50, 60 cases that have been filed that are still pending in court. And if you come to our office today, there are suspects that are still there who have charged them to court, but the court is not sitting, it's not hearing them. Giving us further problem of feeding this suspect there who should have been in court or who should have been in detention. So, Commissioner, sir, our message here in support of area parliament and our other stakeholders is for you also to carry the same message to your government and please speak well of us that NDLA needs a rehabilitation center. There are other issues that we cannot talk about like logistics and funding. Though the federal government, we are a child of the federal government. But then, the federal government is not here. They've established it for us to be guests to the state government. And so if a guest comes to your house, Commissioner sir, you make sure the guests feed, you make sure the guests eat and sleep well. So we are casting everything because the federal government cannot really do everything for all the many parasites that are in this country. And so I will not want to take much time because we have been in the sun. I know I have said one or two things that touches my commissioner's heart. I am even shocked that area parliament is buying a radio for the governor. How would they know why? But they wanted the governor to be listening to area parliament because that is where the message is always anchored on. A few days ago, I think about a week ago, me and my bros were at area parliament where we marshaled out some of the issues that are affecting us and affecting the state. There are so many things. Some will accuse NDLA they are not working. Some will accuse police they are going there to collect this and collect that. We see, if you don't uproot a tree, the branches will keep growing. And so our function is to really cut the supply. And that supply is huge. And I think you guys can see on a daily basis what we do as per evacuating these drugs from the society. We go to the forest, we go to where they store these goods, and we evacuate them and then destroy them. So that I can invite anyone of you to come to our office. You will see our warehouse where we have seized tons and tons of cannabis sativa and other psychotropic drugs. They are right inside our warehouse. They're ready for burning. And these are efforts that we are doing, but the public may not get to know some of these things. And so I want to thank the press, I want to thank the commissioner for listening. Thank you once again.
Thank you. You don't try, sir. Thank you so much. My name is Drvg Add. I'm the CPA to the governor. People, area parliament and team, senator, speaker, and all the members. We are grateful that people are out here today. It's been a long day. You've been out there in the sun, trying to sensitize the public. I'd like to start by saying thank you. And also I'd like to again render apology on behalf of my governor, the team. The governor, although somebody said it's always unaffordably absent, but I don't like to use that one. No, the governor cares for everybody. He takes everything. Agree with you. That is the priority, and that is why he have us where it's not available. We are there. You can imagine that since one of you put the courtroom, standing outside to receive you people. So that shows that we understand what you are doing and we care. And so we'll continue to do our part. So I will just give the floor for the Honorable Commissioner for Health, Mr. Samuel Ali, to quickly address us. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, Area Parliament. Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, the press. So I want to thank you for this initiative. It's wonderful. It's very significant. Like he said, we've been here waiting for you. Again, you've said so many things. So I'd like to start from there. The governor is very listening. And if the governor was someone who shows, I think I would have shown that attitude too. So the fact that I waited for you for almost an hour for you to come from your
tour and then come here and stay here in the sun with you. So that's what the governor would have done if it was properly noticed or if there were no other arrangements. Most times, I can tell you, sometimes you have 3 invitations on the same date and almost on the same time. So even as the commissioner, those things do happen. So I can imagine the level of the governor. So please, it's not his character. I like listening, I like providing solutions to everything. Then you've raised so many issues about drug abuse. Well, it's not in the purview of the Ministry of Health, like I was telling you off camera, that it's a social issue. Drug abuse is a social issue. And we have the Ministry for Social Development or for Social Welfare, who is in charge of that. Now, the health comes in when there is complication, like the young man that just tell us about his complication. But stopping drug abuse is a social problem. And I can tell you that we work in collaboration with our Ministry of Social Development. So one day I was having a chat with recently I was having a chat with the Ministry for Social Development. And he said, and she told me that the rehabilitation centers are all full. The rehabilitation centers are all filled up. And that proposals are on and they are building sites for more rehabilitation centers, not just in Benin, but in all the senatorial zones of the state. So you might not be aware of some of these arrangements that have been going on, but they are going on. And recently you noticed that the First Lady also organized a tournament about drug abuse and also against gender violence. So all of that are some of the initiatives or some of the interventions that the state do carry out from time to time. So sometimes people are not aware of this, but certainly if the government was not taking any action, what you are seeing today will have been much more than that. So sometimes the Ministry for Social Development do go out and they pick some of these so-called bad people from drug abuse and they send them to centers. Like I said, most times we find out that those centers are filled up and then they now have to do a makeshift, provide rehabilitation for them, care for them and all of that. So all of these do happen. I know we need to do more and we are certainly going to do more. That's what I can assure you. And I want to assure you the governor is a listening governor. He always wants to do the best he can for the state. And he's doing the best he can for the state. On drug abuse, like the NDLA man has pointed out, it's a multifactorial issue. It's not just one. And he has outlined 2 major issues, the users and the peddlers or the barons themselves. You have to cut the barons. And you can know, like he pointed out, even if you go to Hiyama or some areas, you see Lexus, high-end cars. That means that some of the people who are involved in drug abuse are highly placed in the society also. So this has become a menace, not just in Edo State or in Nigeria, but worldwide. When you look at it, the US is fighting it, UK is fighting it, everywhere you are fighting it. And one other thing, apart from the fact that high-end, highly placed individuals are involved, is the fact that it's also, maybe some of you have heard of Pablo Escobar. Yes. But is he a poor man? No. See, so because there's a financial reward that comes with it, and that is why people do it. But we know that at the end, it is the end users that suffers with it. And the effect of drug abuse, if you want to start it, you might not end today, but if I want to break it down, we can social issues, financial issues, and also health issues. Health issues, of course, people can even die from overdose. Some musicians, some celebrities have died. You just heard, we went to his house, maybe, especially in the US, we find him dead in this. The drug abuse has taken a lot of those. Even a popular musician, Michael Jackson, you can see it's all linked up. So some of these things, those are health issues. But the social issue is the fact that it can make someone to become not able to attend his work, not able to even function properly, and causing a nuisance in the society, like we rightly said, madmen. Then the financial issue, like the young man found out, it can ruin people. For instance, we all know how much even your weed costs. Then there's the higher weed, they call it Colorado or is it loud, that costs so much. Today I heard that maybe is it one shot or whatever they call it, that it costs 10,000 a shout. And they said that one, some instance, imagine spending 10,000, not on food. And I've met some of them in the clinic before. When you come to the hospital, you see them, the way they forget, the way they cannot. You know, so there is an addiction that goes with it. And that addiction is what lead to the financial consequences of it. So we are aware of all of this. So the government, like we said, the government will always lead, the government will always do what it's supposed to do. But government cannot do everything. And that is why we appreciate what you people also are doing. And we want a lot of our organizations, NGOs, to come for us to fight this. If you want to fight a menace, everybody has to be on standby. Everybody has to contribute. Everybody has to see it as its own problem. And not just, oh, it's government thing, government. No. There's nothing stopping any well-hearted Nigerian to build a rehabilitation center and donate it. I said, look, I'll do this rehabilitation center just for rehabilitation of drug abuse. Those who are we would gladly. And we know government resources, especially in this time of recession, economic downturn, they are very lean. Government want to do health, government want to do road, government want to do the economy, a lot of things, isn't it? So the resources are not just there, they are not robust enough, but I can assure you we are doing our best and we continue to do our best. I also want to assure you that your radio and your communique will be surely delivered to excellence. Thank you all for what you are doing, and please, we will continue to support you as much as we can. And let us, all of us, collaborate to see that we put an end to this. Thank you.
You said don't try. Don't try. Don't try. Don't make love